I did it because I always in love with especially the classical. That is actually a homage to a famous Madonna from Raphael. Back then, it happened that my wife, we recently had two children, and the reason I decided to do a rendering using the Madonna pose to portray my wife and my two kids in a tropical environment. I changed the context of the original piece to something more, let's say, tropical. And from that, you will see a lot of the pieces. This actually is a juxtaposition of a lot of, is from the, let's say, I get a technique from Leonardo, and then I also work with the a la prima, like Picasso.
A la una, a la dos, a la tres. Congratulations, bro. Gracias. One other thing, see this beautiful poster? If you stay to the end, the artist will sign one to you. One per family, folks. Don't be coming up here with 5 kids and say, I'm getting some Christmas presents for my family. But it's one per family, and Orlando's been kind enough to say, mira, tráemelo, yo lo firmo. Orlando has a history with Esperanza that goes back almost 30 years, at least 25 actually. Orlando was the first college professor at Esperanza College before it was Esperanza College. Wow. When it was the Nueva Esperanza Center for Higher Education, Orlando was the first person to teach art history at the school. So that's how far back we're going with Orlando. I want to say Esperanza is committed. We are committed to the arts in ways that most Latino communities cannot be. We are very lucky in Philadelphia. We have Taller Puertorriqueño. Let's give them a hand. They've been doing artwork for decades. Because, you know, we're from Philly and we know New York better than Philly sometimes. And I'm going to give you an example. When I say the Tony Awards, everybody goes, oh yeah, we know the Tony Awards. Well, in Philly, we don't have the Tony Awards. We have the Barrymore Awards. We did a production in this building called Dichos. It won a Barrymore Award. Right?
Tonight, we take another exciting step as we open the gallery this year with the works of internationally celebrated Cuban artist Orlando Quevedo. His magical realism and imaginative storytelling feel right at home here at Esperanza, where creativity, culture, and community come together. I want to thank our Esperanza Arts Center staff, our volunteers, and our supporters who make this work possible every day. And most of all, thank you to you, our community, for embracing this space and helping it thrive. Please enjoy the exhibit, meet the artist, and celebrate this incredible moment for Galeria Esperanza. Thank you and welcome.
So he's one of the most celebrated and successful artists of his generation. His works are displayed in over 100 galleries internationally. He developed a very deeply personal artistic style called magical realism. And I'm going to quote you now, Orlando, on how he describes it. Where reality and fantasy blend seamlessly in each piece, telling unique stories and transporting viewers to worlds where the plausible and the implausible intertwine sublimely. That is the artist's words. How a round of applause for
That is important, especially for my family. But this time is different. This time, in a long time of my life, I had to do that in front of people that I know. People that have been part of my life, people that helped me to be what I am today. Somebody asked me a few minutes ago about my origin. I born in Cuba. I born in a town called Holguín. Actually, inside the gallery, you will see a skyline of my hometown. Very important for me, I born there. But I had to be honest with myself. My land, the place that I consider my hometown is actually this city, Philadelphia. Thanks to that is the reason why I consider myself today a successful artist, because people in this particular community take care of me at the time that I most need it. That's why this city for me is important. It's not only important, it's extremely important. It's deep inside my heart. I feel emotional when I get here, even though it's too cold. I had to be, you know, now that I'm living in Miami, I always wonder why I end up over here, but it was good. It was a good time, and it's still a good time. And I hope you enjoy the show that you're going to see, and I hope you will still consider me a song of this particular place. Okay? Thank you. My art education, maybe 300 child like me start at the same time. But by the time I graduated, only six graduated. That's how tough it goes from one level to the next level. I get something from Europe, something classical, something that probably everybody recognizes, and I put it in a contest or a tropical contest, just to signify my origin and the way I see colors, the way I look back and forth from my quarantine living in a Western country, coming from a tropical for another Western, but let's say for a Caribbean, it's different type of mentality, Still life also over here is very Baroque type of finish, let's say Rembrandt, something like that. Flemish. Flemish, yes. With a lot of color, especially red, used to create a third-dimensional sensation. That's why you see a lot of red here and then a blue color on the back, just to create that sensation of third dimension. 7 months ago, they want to do the show. That was a retrospective one. And when you talk about retrospective, you want to understand how people grow, the development of an artist. And it happened that before one of the oldest pieces here in the show is a piece from 1994. There is also a self-portrait that is actually on that side.
I saw that one.
And I decided, you know what, I want to repeat the same exercise, but now with the technique, the development, something that I could do now that I know I couldn't do before. Body of work, it has to do with my own life.
Exactly.
You know, it's a reflection of my own life, my own taste, what I like, my surrounding. This is my car, this is myself. I love wine, I love cigar,
Right.
I love painting, I love Barroco. What you get there is exactly myself in a way, in one way. And sector-wise, that is almost the same. What
Right.
is changing is the approach and the technique, the development, you know,
Right.
the growing as an artist. And it's good to see that evolution.
So,
Well, the exhibition is, in a way, I'm pretty glad to make it because it probably would be the only way, even for myself, to understand my body of work through years. You get a piece from all the way from 1985 all the way to 2025. That's unique. Most of the time that I see in my art, it will be pieces, something recently. People cannot see the evolution. This is special because you can see an evolution of an artist, how something evolved over the year, how also the growing, you know, the up and downs in a painting, and it's something else. And also I'm lucky, I tell you the truth, I'm lucky that somebody decided to do that before I die, because usually that only happens when you already pass away. O sea, lo importante de esta exposición para el público latino es que está hecha en Filadelfia.
claro.
¿Por qué? Porque esta exposición podría estar en cualquier otra parte y no tendría el significado que tiene que esté aquí en Filadelfia y que esté justamente en la comunidad latina de Filadelfia, que fue la comunidad que me dio la bienvenida, que me acogió, que me dio la posibilidad de ser el hombre que soy hoy, el artista que soy hoy. Para mí esta es mi casa. Filadelfia es el lugar. Yo incluso hasta le tengo más agradecimiento a Filadelfia que a mi propio país, porque el hecho de haber yo nacido en Cuba es un hecho casual. Filadelfia fue una elección que yo tomé y el hecho de que ellos me acogieran, a pesar de ser un extranjero, incluso estando en una comunidad latina, no es una comunidad predominantemente cubana, es una comunidad predominantemente puertorriqueña, incluso dominicana, y me acogieron con amor increíble y me dieron la oportunidad de crecer y que sea aquí la exposición me hace muy feliz, muy, muy feliz.